Hello. Hey, how's it going, people? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What a beautiful day. What a beautiful morning. Friday morning in the UK, probably much earlier in the USA. Probably it's no one up. It's like, what, it'd be 6 or something in the USA. East side and west side, definitely not. Yeah, I want to do a video on DMT. DMT Lightshow, something I talked about before, sometimes I've experienced before with different therapies, or what we suspect is DMT. Anyway, there's a lot of theories out there, but I will tell you what I'm experiencing, why I'm experiencing it, and why it's linked in with why Transcendental Meditation's doing it to me. No other meditation has ever done this. Mindfulness. I know that Transcendental Meditation is just luck. All meditations are worthy, but some of them take a lifetime to master and to really build in your brain, like being a monk and doing open focus or concentration meditation versus transcendental, effortless, easy meditation, which is much different, right? So there is such thing as more powerful meditations. Some were designed for people with busy lives. Transcendental meditation really give you that buck, and others not. Anyway, I'm sidetracking a little bit. Let me talk to you about the main focus of this video. By the way, I did 1 hour 20 minutes. My longest ever Transcendental Meditation session this morning. And wow, this is something I've noticed now with the longer Transcendental Meditation sessions I do. If I do 20 minutes, sometimes this won't happen. But even then it does. But if I do longer ones, 30, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour 10, hour 20, I'll always get now. I'll look out. So today I did it this morning, looking out the window, not even outside. Close my eyes. That's important as well. You can do it open, but close eyes better. And when I close the eyes, what's happening is, to try and describe, my eyes are flickering like really quickly. So I'm going to give you a few theories and see if you guys resonate, because I'm not sure entirely what's going on, but I will just tell you my ideas on it. But anyway, at certain points during my TM session, my eyes are closed, but the lights will start flickering on inside, like a very strong vibration. Like my eyes are blinking, but they're not blinking. If that makes any sense. And the lights will start flickering. Just no colors or anything. Just my eyes will start blinking really quickly. Now, what I reckon is, and I might be wrong, this has happened to me before with red light therapy. Actually, pretty much every red light therapy session, depending how I look after myself. I made videos on that. Like whenever I go outside at sunrise, sunset. Not every time, but in the past it has happened. Sometimes when I'm just outside, not even sun gazing at sunrise, sunset, but it's always the red light therapy, I'd have the same thing, the eyes flickering really fast. Now, what I reckon this is, and I might be wrong, is I think it's to do with brainwaves. Okay, that's pretty obvious. It's to do with brainwaves. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of brainwaves it is. And I thought at first it might be theta, but I think what it is, and I could be wrong again, is, you know, we've got beta, alpha, theta, delta, and gamma. So people are very, people know a lot about beta, alpha, theta, and delta, because that's the ones we do in sleep. You know, we go from beta in a waking state to high beta if you're stressed, low beta if you're doing well. Then we go into alpha flow during the day when we're becoming really creative and we're figuring out shit. We go into alpha. Then we sometimes even go into theta when we're strong daydreaming, we're really or in meditation, or during the day. Sometimes people might flip out into theta, although it's rare. Most of the time you're in alpha and beta, and then you've got delta, which is only in sleep, really in deep sleep. But then also the one people don't talk a lot about is, and I really do, this is my theory, not mine, but just my idea, it's gamma. And gamma is, the wavelengths go down, right? So we've got high betas are very high, beta's lower, alpha's even lower, theta's low, and delta's the lowest. Well, gamma's the opposite end. Gamma's like really fucking fast. It's like whoosh, 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 like really fucking fast. And gamma's where the magic happens. Gamma is where, if you believe Joey Dispenza, and I do, is where the mystical experiences happen. You know, Joey Dispenza hooks people up on his week-long retreats into the gamma wavelengths. Sorry, when their heart is in bliss, they're doing the heart-to-brain coherence, they're doing his meditations and stuff, and they'll check. When, at the points, he says, when they're having the mystical experiences, they'll activate the gamma brainwaves. And gamma's a very fast one too. I'm also reading a book. I've read this book. I'm going to reread it. The Science of Meditation by Daniel Goleman, and he talks about in it about how Buddhist monks that have been doing a lot of meditation, they tend to go into gamma. Now we all go into gamma for a few seconds because we're all flipping out between. Understand that we're not just all in alpha, all in beta, all in high beta. The brain's all over the place, and it's meant to be, right? But when we go, we do go into gamma sometimes. It's normal things when we eat something tasty. When I can't remember the exact of it, but we all go into. The point is, we all go into gamma for a few seconds, all the time, but it's not for a long period of time. Now, what Buddhist monks do, they checked the ECGs and stuff. They've been doing meditation for 10,000 hours plus, so masters. So you get more benefits if you do meditation for longer. What they're doing is that's different. Is they don't just go into gamma for a few seconds like us normal people. They'll go into gamma for like a minute or so, and that's a long time, like minutes at a time. They're going into gamma, right? So not just a few seconds, like minutes, and that's from lots and lots of practice. Well, I might be wrong here, but I suspect what's going on when my eyes flicker when I'm doing transcendental meditation now, and also because it will flicker for like a minute or two. It won't stop. It doesn't flicker the whole session, but it does come up every now and again. Like it's like a wave, so I know it's a brainwave state that's making my eyes flicker, which is possibly the endogenous DMT, or something similar to DMT is making my eyes flicker, right? But it's the brainwave states, and it's not just like for a couple of seconds, it's like for a minute or two, and then it will go away, then 5 minutes later I'll have another like flickering stuff. I reckon that's the high speed, high frequency gamma waves going off in my brain in very similar fashion to Buddhist monks that have been doing like for practicing for 10,000 hours. Now here's the thing, I've not been practicing for 10,000 hours of meditation, right? So why would my eyes be flickering for that long? Why would my gamma waves? I wish I could prove this easily with fucking going to ECG, but but why would mine, with not doing 10,000 hours? I'm only 33 days into transcendental meditation. Yeah, I do more than the 2 times 20 minutes, which is very powerful, but not that long. Maybe 2 hours average a day of meditation, which is pretty. 33 days. Why am I getting the flickering already? Well, possibly it could be because I know that it's a very worthy mastery, by the way, to meditate in the style that a Buddhist monk does. There's 3 types of meditation. There's open focus meditation. Only 3. Open focus meditation, like open focus concentration being like focusing on loving kindness, for example, focusing on a candle, and then there's the third, transcendental. And I also know that all 3 are worthy, and that's why Buddhist monks like Dalai Lama that spend 5 hours a day focusing on loving kindness become really happy. Mindfulness is very worthy too. But I also know that transcendental meditation gives you far more bang for your buck, far more power than the other 2. So the other 2 are lifelong mastery, and you will slowly, really slowly, become a better human being. But then there's a fast track to becoming a better human being, activating your superpowers, and that's called transcendental meditation. So in effect, I think I'm activating, I don't know, this sounds like ego, but I think I'm activating, without putting the 10,000 hours in, just 33 days in transcendental meditation. And who knows, I might be wrong as I continue, but I'm pretty sure every session now, my TM, I'm going to get the eyes flickering. It's been for like a good week now, and I didn't get it at the beginning. So by fast tracking the process with transcendental meditation, I think I'm activating gamma waves. They're super powerful gamma waves that get into, once you start getting into gamma waves, you can start with the mystical experiences, and all the crazy shit and moving out of your body. So once the gamma waves start going for like a good minute or two, not for a couple of seconds, 'cause that's what everyone can do. Once you work at it, either do what the Buddhist monks do, 10,000 hours in a fucking cave, retreat, silent retreats, don't talk, mindfulness, go to a 10-day Vipassana retreat, do the hard work, or do the easy work. Go and just do 2 times 20 minutes transcendental meditation a day, or even a little longer. 2 times 20 is fucking brilliant, by the way. Even 1 times 20 is fucking brilliant. It's just, honest to God, it's the most amazing thing. I look forward to seeing whether I'm wrong, because I always make these videos, and sometimes I make mistakes too. I'm wrong, but I do know is that the shit that I read and the experiences I have, and the experience that I'm having is one of Lightshow, or some kind of eyes flickering, like a really fast gamma wave. That's quite a long time lasting for a couple of minutes during my transcendental meditation session, which is either it's showing a high level of health, it's showing that the transcendental meditation is fucking amazing. And quite honestly, I was getting it from 15-20 minutes into, even only 20 minutes in, like a few days ago, I was only doing 15-minute one. At the end of the session, I was getting it. It's never at the beginning of the session, it's always at the end. That's another reason why it makes me feel like it's the gamma waves, because it takes a while to activate these gamma waves and the theta state, Transcendental meditation definitely produces alpha waves, and it makes the brain fucking coherent to alpha, but eventually, once that alpha waves are completely flowed into the whole body, then it changes to theta, and then I suspect gamma. So it's not just alpha waves, it's actually messing about transcendental meditation within just one 20-minute session. That's what's shocking about it. You can't do that as a beginner with mindfulness and any of the others, open focus, concentration. You can't get into these brainwave states with 1 day's practice. You fucking can with Transcendental Meditation. That's the crazy thing, yeah? I wonder sometimes what happens if a Buddhist monk went, instead of doing 10,000 hours of just normal meditation, which is great and worthy, what if they did 10,000 hours of just TM? Holy shit. I think they fast-track themselves into fucking the 7th state of consciousness. 7th. Yeah. Not just 5th, 4th, 5th, or 6th. They'd go to the 7th. Probably. And then... yeah, I just out there. I love to be wrong. I just know my own experiences, like I said. So, yes. God, great. Transcendental meditation. Do you know why I make all these videos? So that I'm trying to help people with transcendental, because I know this is the one for us Westerners. For us Westerners, yeah. 10-day Vipassana retreat, by the way. I don't want to bash that too. I'm going to that in November, so that's going to be fucking awesome. I want to see the differences. But think about this. People report on a 10-day Vipassana retreat, amazing things happening on day 3, 4. By the end of day 10, it's like taking LSD. But that's 10 days of 8 hours a day of meditation. That's discipline, dedication. Now, I know in my heart, if you did like 1/8, like, instead of 10 days of 8 hours a day of Vipassana, do 1 hour a day, 1 hour, or 2 hours a day of TM, which is much less, you'll experience the same results, if not more. You have to do so much meditation work to get to that state with Vipassana and concentration. And I don't want to bash it too much, because from this book as well, I like receiving different perspectives, and I do like the idea, it does appeal to my ego if you want, the idea of putting in a lot of work in like loving kindness meditation, and then just walking around like loving everybody, being really compassionate towards people. And in the book are, and Dalai Lama is himself. Why do you think Dalai Lama smiles all the time? Because he's really compassionate, and because he spends like 5 hours a day meditating on loving kindness. So there is definitely something worthy to that, but, you know, I like the appeal of it, so I put a seed in my mind that might come to me, but I know my base foundation of meditation will always be TM, and always, for the next couple of years, doing that TM, maybe a lot more than the 2 times 20 minutes, although I know that's powerful for everybody. 2 times 20 minutes will give you results. If you do that for the rest of your life, that will give you shocking fucking results, but my foundation will be TM, and then I will add on other stuff, knowing full well that TM is the foundation of my life, and our life should be the one that gives us the most bang for the buck, the most little time, the most reward, the most energy. So, yes. Thanks, Eva. I don't know, I was going with the flow today. Most of the time, no prep or anything, just chatting shit. Nah, it's truth. It's fucking true. Anyway, yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's why I suspect gamma waves are being activated during theta, definitely. Alpha, definitely. Theta and gamma are being and gamma particularly, I reckon, is where DMT gets produced. That's what I'm trying to say. Gamma waves, those fast flickering that the Buddhist monks produce after 10,000 hours of practice, you can get there very quickly in TM, and that's what produces endogenously DMT, and that's where the mystical experiences happen. Think about what I just said now. I'm just thinking, mystical experiences do require endogenous DMT in high amounts, and that's linked in with gamma waves. Joey Dispenza's work with that. Gamma waves is where the mystical experiences happen. So I think the longer we can get these gamma waves going, not just a few seconds to a couple of minutes, you keep it for 5-10 minutes gamma waves, something crazy is going to happen. I think I'm already there towards a mystical experience. I'm already activating gamma, in my opinion, for like a good 1 or 2 minutes from long TM sessions I'm doing. So if I keep doing this, and I'm only day 33 of the rest of my life, and I live to the age of 80 or 90, or even another 10 years, can you imagine how much how much my brain's going to change? Holy shit. One more quick before I leave. Everything I do, all my old videos, sometimes old posts, I look at it one of 2 ways. This is how shocking TM is to me. This is how I look at myself self-referentially. I'm looking at myself Harry before TM and Harry after TM. That's how I look at myself now. I'm not kidding. Harry before TM, which was like only 34 days ago, and the rest of my life before 34 days ago. Just like a little bit I did with urine therapy. A little bit. I was like that with urine therapy, very powerful. It's like Harry before urine therapy, now Harry after urine therapy. And now there's even more than urine therapy. There's Harry before TM, and now there's Harry after TM. So there we go. On that note, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And let me know if you disagree and fucking don't, or if you do. if it makes sense to you. So yeah, cool. Peace. Have a lovely day.